What if everything you were taught about history, human evolution, and your place in the cosmos was incomplete? What if there were far more to the story than we've been led to believe? Did our ancient ancestors know more than we think? What if the ancient world held keys to understanding our modern awakening? Keys we've only just begun to rediscover. What were the lessons they were trying to tell us? The mysteries they encoded in stone and our DNA. Across the globe, researchers from vastly different fields are coming to the same conclusion. We are not only a species with amnesia, but a species on the brink of remembering who we truly are. Remembering from within our biology, through music, through ancient texts and symbols, through math, physics and geometry. Understanding cycles and patterns within the matrix. Matthew LaCroix and Graham Hancock argue that history, as we know it, is missing a vital chapter. That somewhere, either intentionally or by way of misinterpretation, we aren't seeing the full scope of our past. Ancient monuments like the Sphinx, Göbekli Tepe, and other ancient megaliths point to a time before the last ice age when sophisticated civilizations may have thrived. Randall Carlson and Robert Schoch delve into the geological and astronomical data. Water erosion on the Sphinx points to a much earlier origin. The last time there was enough water to cause that much erosion was precisely during the Younger Dryas. But mainstream archaeology ignores this. Around 12,800 years ago, the Younger Dryas cataclysm likely ended a golden era of human progress. Where sites like Göbekli Tepe and other places around Turkey seem to have been purposely buried, possibly to preserve our past. On every continent around the world, we find clues in myths, star maps, and impossibly precise constructions. Did you know if you took the Great Pyramid and multiplied it by 43,200, you would get Earth's polar radius? And if you took the base and multiplied it by the same number, you'd get Earth's equatorial circumference. This isn't a coincidence. They were leaving us clues inside the design of the Great Pyramid itself. Matthew LaCroix believes that early civilizations, such as Atlantis and Lemuria, thrived in advanced spiritual and technological states before being wiped out by cataclysms. He references the 12,000-year cycle, often linked to the precession of the equinoxes, that he argues dictates the rise and fall of civilizations. Bearly Carson adds that these civilizations were not only advanced in architecture, but had profound knowledge of the cosmos. In texts like the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, he reveals ancient wisdom that speaks to interdimensional consciousness, energy manipulation, and spiritual ascension. These weren't just builders, they were astronomers, mystics, and mathematicians. They encoded knowledge in stone to survive the ages. Robert Edward Grant teaches that math isn't just a language, it's the source code of creation. The golden ratio, pi, and fractals govern everything, from galaxies to seashells, to your own DNA. Grant argues that Da Vinci's work contains encoded mathematical and geometric principles that reveal deeper truths about reality. He suggests that Da Vinci's famous Vitruvian Man is more than a study of proportions. It's a symbolic QR code designed to activate subconscious awareness. Bearly Carson's work connects sacred geometry with consciousness and ancient science. He explores how the ancients encoded cosmic knowledge into temples, pyramids, and texts, using numbers not just as math, but as vibrational keys to higher awareness. This is sacred geometry, a divine blueprint echoed throughout nature, architecture, and spiritual traditions. What did our ancestors know about these patterns? What were they doing while building with them? Matias de Stefano describes consciousness as eternal and multidimensional. According to him, we reincarnate across time not to escape Earth, but to master it. That we are a continuous flow of ever-evolving energy. Our bodies the vessels for this growth. Quantum physics now echo these ancient truths. That reality is shaped by observation, vibration, and intention. Healing trauma, integrating emotion, and aligning your inner world shapes the reality you live in. Billy Carson adds that the Akashic records, DNA, and universal consciousness are all interconnected. Carson describes the Akashic records as an energetic archive containing all thoughts, emotions, and experiences across time. He likens it to a spiritual internet that can be accessed through meditation and intention setting. Through meditation and inner work, he believes we can unlock ancient memories stored within us and tap into universal intelligence. Carson connects these ideas to quantum mechanics, proposing that all beings are linked through a vast, interconnected field of consciousness. He believes that by raising one's vibrational frequency, individuals can access deeper knowledge encoded within their DNA and the Akashic records. He suggests that DNA is more than just a biological blueprint. It acts as an antenna for a higher dimensional knowledge. Carson discusses how gene activation can unlock latent abilities, allowing individuals to tap into the Akashic records and higher consciousness. Paul Wallis goes deep into ancient religious texts and myths, uncovering recurring themes of beings from the stars, higher intelligences, and advanced visitors. He proposes these stories weren't metaphors, but memories. And in these memories, they tell of a time long ago, when the gods taught the humans writing and agriculture, science and art. From the Book of Enoch to the Sumerian tablets, the stories of gods descending from the heavens could be remnants of pre-cataclysmic contact, encoded in spiritual traditions. Regardless of era, the stories remain the same. The names of the gods may change, but the message remains a constant. And in those messages, they reach out to us today. Sometime in our ancient past, our DNA was manipulated to create what we know today as the modern human. Billy Carson's research aligns with this idea, tying the Anunnaki and advanced extraterrestrial beings into our historical and spiritual development. His analysis of Sumerian and Egyptian texts points to a reality where human DNA was altered and consciousness was seeded by these celestial visitors. As to why they did it remains up for debate, but the fact is many cultures, across time and space, share the same stories. Stories of gods giving their divine essence to humans, and of a time long ago, when they walked among us. Many traditions and researchers agree, humanity is moving from the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius. Pisces was an age of hierarchy, secrecy, and spiritual division. Aquarius brings unity, revelation, and technology aligned with spirit. This is the exact moment our ancestors talked about in the old texts. We are in the Great Awakening. This shift isn't just in the stars, it's in you. The awakening is a planetary phase shift in consciousness, and it's already begun. We are awakening to the corporate greed and stranglehold they have on the people of the Western worlds. The wealth inequality is too unbearable to ignore. The systems are collapsing everywhere. Because of Aquarius, we are now able to see the patterns of the matrix that Pisces left for us. We are shedding everything that no longer serves us. And from those perspectives, we will create something new. Billy Carson emphasizes that Aquarius is the age of knowing, rather than believing. It's a return to ancient truths through personal experience and universal connection. Meditation practices emphasize dissolving the illusion of separation and tapping into the collective energy field. Techniques like sound healing, breathwork, and visualization are used to align with the energetic shifts of this age. The age of Aquarius is linked to advancements in consciousness through technology, such as brainwave entrainment and guided meditations. Unlike past ages that emphasized rigid spiritual structures, meditation now encourages personal exploration and direct experience. Technology and consciousness are merging, and those who awaken will lead the evolution of the human race. The age of Aquarius is often associated with rapid technological progress, intellectual expansion, and a shift toward collective consciousness. Astrologers and spiritual thinkers believe this era emphasizes innovation, sustainability, and interconnectedness, leading to breakthroughs in artificial intelligence, space exploration, and digital communication. We are being called to awaken, to tear down the illusions that have held us captive. To create a new world, we must first face our own shadows, the wounds we've buried, the fears we've ignored. Transformation is not easy, but it is necessary. Light cannot rise without first embracing the darkness. We cannot create from fear, nor from love alone. Every emotion, the anger, the sorrow, the joy, must be seen, felt, understood. To birth a new world, we must recognize the full spectrum within us. Denying any part of ourselves keeps us fragmented, unconscious. But when we face it all, the grief, the longing, the hope, awareness is the foundation, and from it, transformation begins. To create with true awareness, we must honor every emotion, not as obstacles, but as guides. In embracing all that we are, we unlock the power to shape a world that reflects our wholeness. Technology, when born from awareness, becomes an extension of our evolution, not a tool for escape, but a tool for expansion. When we integrate all aspects of ourselves, we design systems that uplift rather than control. From presence, we build with wisdom, forging a future that honors both human spirit and innovation. The old world was built on fragmentation, fear, suppression, and separation. When emotions were denied, systems became rigid, lacking empathy. If the new world is to thrive, it must be forged through integration. When we honor every feeling, we gain clarity. Creation becomes conscious, solutions holistic, no more escaping, no more repeating. To truly evolve, we must allow emotion to guide us, not as chaos, but as intelligence. This is how we break cycles, how we build something worthy of the future. Earth is not a resource to be consumed, it is a consciousness to be honored. We are called to switch from dominion to partnership, to treat the planet as a living entity woven into our evolution. Technology must align with nature, not override it. Cities must breathe, energy must flow in harmony with cosmic rhythms. The old ways of extraction, exploitation, imbalance belong to a past that no longer serves us. The new world is a world built on awareness and of sacred stewardship. When we walk in balance with Earth, we unlock the wisdom of an age built on unity, regeneration, and elevated consciousness. To walk in balance with Earth is to remember that we are not separate from nature, we are its voice, its hands, its guardians. In honoring this truth, we create not just sustainability, but symbiosis, where both humanity and the planet evolve together in harmony. This moment in history is a crossroads. The ancients knew it, the stars predict it, and your soul chose to be here for it. Our souls arrived at this moment with purpose, drawn to the unfolding energies of change. This era pulses with crystalline light, a breath of source, guiding to shed the unconscious patterns. And remember our steps back to spiritual maturity. The new world is being birthed through us. Each choice we make, each moment of alignment with higher consciousness, anchors this new reality into the physical world. We are here to remember, to activate and embody the wisdom of both ancient and futuristic energies. This is the era where sacred geometry, cosmic cycles, and universal consciousness converge. Matthew LaCroix, Robert Grant, Matthias De Stefano, Billy Carson, and others all agree. Our evolution isn't outward, it's inward. We must integrate our shadows, remember our purpose, and realign with universal law. We're not simply awakening, we're remembering our true power. Trying to remember the codes so we can escape the patterns, create new ones, and honor the matrix. Our ancient future is a paradox, one with the wisdom of the past converged with the possibilities of tomorrow. Across time, civilizations have risen and fallen in cycles, echoing patterns in nature, mathematics, and quantum physics. Ancient texts reveal knowledge about consciousness, cosmic cycles, and the interconnectedness of all things. Ancient cultures from around the world understood these cycles. The Yuga cycles of Hinduism, the Great Year of the Greeks, and the Mayan Long Count all describe vast epochs where humanity ascends into enlightenment before descending again into chaos. As we enter this new era, humanity is rediscovering ancient wisdom through modern science. The fusion of spirituality, quantum physics, and technology suggest that we are on the brink of another great shift. Will we repeat the mistakes of past civilizations? Or will we integrate this knowledge to create a future where consciousness and innovation coexist? The ancient future is not about returning to the past. It's about remembering what was lost and using it to shape what is next. The cycles continue, but this time, we may finally understand its rhythm.